So good morning to all of our guests joining from the USA and Canada. Good afternoon to all of our colleagues from the UK and Europe, and a very good evening to our guests joining from India and South Asia. My name is Amarjit Singh, and I'm one of the directors at our India Centre. On behalf of the University of Southampton, it is my honour and privilege to welcome you all here today to this very special event. And we are thrilled to be joined by our students, alumni, staff, dignitaries, officials, stakeholders, and partners from across the world. And I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our celebrity participants joining from India. Javed Akhtar Saab, Shabana Azmi ma'am, the magical Sachin Mannath, and Mr. Vinod Pandey. And it just seems like yesterday when we had the honor of hosting you at our wonderful campus here in Southampton and having a series of wonderful exchanges with all of you. And so we look forward to hearing from you today on a range of matters and of course to learn more about the incredibly important work being done by Mijwan Welfare Society across villages and states in India during these very turbulent times. And so without further ado, please allow me to introduce my co-director at the India Centre and partner in crime, Professor Sabu Padmadas, who is the real living bridge between Southampton and India. And so Professor Padmadas will be acting as the Master of Ceremonies for today and will be sharing the program to follow for this golden tribute event and very exciting live conversation. Thank you. Professor Padmadas, over to you.
Hello everyone, Namaskar. Thank you, Amarjit. I think you are the living bridge between India and the UK. And he didn't mention, but he is also the CEO of the India Business Group in London and also the UK-India Trade and Investment Advisor to the government. We are also extremely grateful to Lord Kamlesh Kumar Patel, who is not here with us, but we have other dignitaries for facilitating our collaboration with Mijwan. So let me give you a little context, I think, before we really embark on all this most beautiful and amazing journey. So Timeless Treasures is hosted by our India Centre jointly with the Mijwan Welfare Society, and it is also supported by the India Business Group, the GRD College of Science, Unity 101, which is actually our community radio here, and Art Asia UK. All of those are really represented at this meeting. I think they'll be joining because we had some technical glitch for which we really sincerely apologize. So the program actually begins today with a conversation with Javed Saab and Shabana ji. And then we will have a musical tribute by Sachin Mannath ji with a glimpse of the Mijwan's work, amazing work, fascinating work by its CEO, Mr. Vinod Pandey ji. Now, I think just to really give you a bit of context, as the world is continuing to fight COVID, today's event is marked by a reflection of the ground realities and challenges in managing this pandemic, particularly in rural areas and villages. So Mijwan Welfare Society was originally founded in 1993 by the late renowned poet and lyricist, our beloved Kaifi Azmi ji, who is not here, but we have, he unfortunately passed away, but we have his daughter Shabana ji is there. Their work over the last 25 years have focused on employment, self-reliance, and sustainable development. Mijwan is all about empower one and you empower all. I think that's the beauty and the spirit of Mijwan Welfare Society. So when Javed Saab actually, Amarjit was actually just mentioning about both Shabana ji and Javed Saab coming to Southampton. But when they were here last year, I remember something what Javed Saab said, which was very striking, very simple, but very deep. So Javed Saab, please allow me to quote you. So what you said was, if we can do something to help someone, whatever we can afford to do and share good values, let's keep on doing. This is what we all can do. And he also said that this is my little world and I can influence that. So instead of changing the whole society, let me bring prosperity to everyone. Let me see that the justice has prevailed everywhere. And he also said that everybody cannot be a social reformer. Everybody cannot be a leader. Everybody cannot be a social activist. All that we can do is to work on that little area that is provided to us. So let's try to do something really good in that little space. These are really remarkable words that actually came from your heart during your conversation at the campus. Uh, Timeless Treasure, therefore, is a golden tribute to you, Javed Saab, for your outstanding work, where we take the opportunity to share with you also the commendable work done by Mijwan Welfare Society in undertaking a large-scale COVID-19 relief and rehabilitation work on returned migrants in rural India. Our esteemed guest of honor, Shabana ji, is also the president of the Mijwan Welfare Society. With Mijwan Welfare Society, we have actually initiated collaborative work on rural entrepreneurship for women through a state-of-art digital ecosystem called iPowerZ. I think iPowerZ stands for, or iPowerZ stands for, I'm empowering the next generation. And may I also sort of remind here, thanks to Nayan Patel ji actually for bringing us, again, bringing the spirit to iPowerZ. And iPowerZ is actually founded by our colleague, Dr. Jagannatha Pavan Tamwada at our Southampton Business School, with Mr. Raja Rao, who's based in Texas. We have also virtual internships and high-impact research and enterprise activities engaging students from India and UK, including the outstanding work undertaken at our social lab by none other than our colleague, Dr. Patik Patak. Our esteemed colleague, Mr. Vinod Pandeyji, CEO of Mijwan, will actually share, Mijwan Welfare Society will share some of the current work. So today, our chief guest, Padma Bhushan Javed Saab. Padma Bhushan is actually is one of the highest titles. It's one of the third highest civilian honor of the government of India, actually awarded to Javed Saab. And he's also, I mean, we all know that he's a winner of 5 national awards, 5 national film awards, numerous Filmfare and music awards. He's a poet, he's a screenwriter, he's a lyricist, he's a social activist, he is a member of Rajya Sabha, or the upper house of the Indian Parliament. He is also the Sahitya Academy Award winner. That means this is the highest award for literature given by the National Academy of Letters. And more recently, we are so delighted to really hear that he is the first Indian to win the prestigious Richard Dawkins Award for his intellectual contributions to advancing human development, values, and secularism. So Javed Saab, hearty congratulations to you for this glorious achievement, because you've made all of us proud, not just in India, not just in the UK, but across the world. Now, let me also give you another important aspect of today, which is actually regarding our chief, our guest of honor, who's popularly referred to as the Elizabeth Taylor and the Meryl Streep of Indian cinema. Shabana ji is one of the most respectable and finest actress that India ever seen. She's a methodical actor par excellence, unique in style and expression, known for on-screen intensity and perfection. Shabana ji has always been fearless game changer and social activist for women's empowerment and social justice in India. Her observations and analyses are sharp and also scholarly. She's also a record winner of 5 National Film Awards, numerous Filmfare and Screen Awards, a Goodwill Ambassador of the United Nations Population Fund, a nominated member of the upper house of the Indian Parliament. Shabana ji is also the recipient of Padma Bhushan, the 3rd highest civilian award in India. And she's currently the chairperson of the board of Action Aid India and a member of the international board of BRACT, which is actually an international development organization in Bangladesh. Shabana ji has, to her credit, over 120 films, including several Hollywood productions. And her films were trendsetting, groundbreaking, and progressive in terms of depicting the realities of Indian society, customs, and traditions. So, ladies and gentlemen, art, when we talk about art, art is a brilliant form of expression. It has no boundaries. It is actually a fine product of human imagination and constructive thinking, and indeed a very big influence on our lives and society. Art and science are complementary. We can find art in science and science in art. The icing on today's cake is actually the musical tribute from Sachin ji, a singer, composer, and educator. Before we get into that, may I now invite our dear colleague, Professor Jane Falkingham, OBE, who has multiple roles in the university. She is currently the Vice President International at the university. She is the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences. She is the Executive Director of the India Centre and the university's lead on COVID-19 research and testing. So without any formalities, Jane, over to you for the next important conversation. Thank you.
Thank you, Sabu. And can I just start by really giving a warm welcome to Shabana and Javed. Welcome back to Southampton. And also to Sachin, we are delighted that you can join us today. Javed, Sabu has already passed on the congratulations about your award, but I just want to give you my personal congratulations on the award of the Richard Dawkins. It's a true achievement and we're just delighted for you. So please accept my personal congratulations and the congratulations of the whole of the University of Southampton community. We're delighted for you and honoured. I also want to say that the university recognises the value of our partnership with the Mijwan Welfare Society, and we're delighted to be paired with you. The India Centre is really delighted that the work that we started to discuss a year ago in Southampton when we could all be together is now starting to move towards fruition. I'm delighted to announce that we are moving forward with the virtual internships which are pairing University of Southampton students with GRD students, as well as internship projects with the Social Impact Lab. And we really hope that we can continue to work together to change the world for the better. I'm pleased and proud to associate with Mijwan on your groundbreaking rural entrepreneurship program and impactful research. And I'm really looking forward to hearing more about it in a moment. But just before we move to our conversation, I just wanted to take the opportunity to also share some good news about the University of Southampton with you. So last week we heard that the university had moved even further into the top 100 of world universities. We're now ranked 90th. So we consolidated our position. We're delighted about that. But I also wanted just to say a little bit about our work on COVID-19, which I'm the university lead for. So I just want to say 3 small projects and then hear about the amazing work that you are doing. So our engineers have been working on a personal respirator system called Persno. That has now got clearance from the UK government and it's been rolled out in the hospitals around the country, which is allowing our doctors and nurses to stay in ICU for up to 8 hours at a time without leaving, and they have their own personal respirator system. So that is
amazing.
And we hope that we will be able to take that technology further out into the globe. The second is we're working with the University of Oxford on a vaccine. You've probably heard about the University of Oxford vaccine trials. They say Oxford, but it's actually a partnership between Oxford and the University of Southampton. So we're playing a small part in that, but we hope that that will be moving forward into human testing very soon. And we're making a commitment that that vaccine, if it proves to be effective, is made available throughout the globe. And the third piece of work that we're doing, and we're right in the middle of it now, is actually testing a saliva test for COVID-19. So at the moment, there's this very invasive swab, which makes it very painful and difficult for people to be tested for COVID-19, makes it very difficult for children to be tested for COVID-19, and is actually quite expensive, invasive, and has a lot of high negatives because of the problems of administering it. So we're working on just a simple test from saliva where people just literally have to provide a small amount of saliva and we can get the results back in 20 minutes. We've tested 10,000 people in the last 3 weeks, and it's looking really, really positive. And we're meeting with the Cabinet on Tuesday to see if we can take that forward. And again, if that proves to be effective, we will be publishing the protocols and we will be taking that public worldwide so everyone across the globe can benefit. So we hope to continue to work with you on all of these things. But now I want to hear about what you're doing. So we're really pleased that the Mijwan Welfare Society has successfully implemented the 100 days of COVID-19 relief and rehabilitation work, reaching out to over 1 million people across Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, Delhi and Maharashtra. This is truly a phenomenal achievement. So thank you. And we are so grateful for all of the work you're doing. I just really, we've got 20 minutes in conversation with each other, and I just wanted really to ask you 2 or 3 questions and then really allow you to have maximum time to tell us. But how is India coping with the COVID-19 challenges, especially in rural areas amongst the marginalized communities?
First, I'd like to begin by saying how overwhelming it is, Jane, to hear what the university has been doing. It's such a huge contribution that we feel extremely honored, Mijwan Welfare Society, that we have this chance to partner with you. And I think the lesson to be learned during the COVID-19 epidemic is all of us need to do whatever we can without thinking that what is my contribution? It's so little compared to what needs to be done or what people are doing or what states are doing. I think this is an opportunity that is provided to each one of us as individuals and as a society to see how we can step up and create an atmosphere in which everybody is being helped. There are 2 reactions. One reaction is to say how awful this is, and the other reaction is to say this is a reality, and instead of constantly dwelling upon, oh God, when is it going to go, when is it going to go, when am I going back to my normal life, if you can say, all right, what can we do in the here and now? It's in a sense almost a spiritual opportunity that has been given to us, because I think all over the world that people have realized that one of the lessons we've learned from COVID-19 is to be selfless and to help until it.
For that, it's amazing to hear the sheer volume of activities that you've been doing, both in terms of the range of activities and also the scale of activities. How has that been made possible? How have you actually achieved that, and how do we make it sustainable going forward? And how can we help? And I mean we as in the wider community.
You know, my God, you can help, and what you're doing already is such huge impetus for us, because in this process we have developed a network of non-government organizations, of CBOs, of individuals, etc., who have now fallen into our net and known about the work that we have done. This then, and particularly the Rozgar Dhaba, the knowledge hub that I was talking about, the information hub, what it does is it brings people to our center and they get to know firsthand the work that Mijwan Welfare Society is doing. Now, when we want them to come in large numbers, to come together, because the most important thing is if you have to be successful, you need numbers of people. It cannot operate only within a small group of people. So anything that we work with them is going to benefit a lot more people. What we can do with the university particularly is that we need a lot of data. We need a lot of data collection. We need our students and people working with Mijwan Welfare Society to be able to learn to put it all in a systematic order. Because at the moment, we do it more or less we are so busy working at the ground that actually to frame it together is something that we need help. And I think that to get it from the university that is doing, and particularly with what the work that Pratik is doing, for instance, which is social entrepreneurship, which one has understood is really the need of the hour. It doesn't have to be a huge thing. It can just be a group of women who come together, and instead of just doing a job, they do something by which they get a means of livelihood. They also earn a sense of self-respect and confidence. And when you say that, my God, you're collaborating with a university in UK, it just fills you with so much joy and so much happiness. Vinod Pandey is really quite a wonderful CEO that we've got. And Vinod has done remarkable work during this crisis, and he will be able to tell you the details of what exactly we need to do. But I can only see, you see, what happens a lot of time is institutions and educational institutions, they deal with theory. What they really need is to get the grassroots experience. We who are working at the grassroots know how to do that work, but we don't know how to table it, how to put it so that many more people can benefit from what we are doing. That is the immediate thing that comes to mind. And I think once we start coming, and I really think if we can have a couple of your students actually come to the village, it is going to be such an amazing experience for that, because we've had young people come to us. We had a young guy who was, I think, just 15 or 16, and he came from the US. He had never stepped into a village, and he has become a different person, because everything that he does has the benefit of the village as the basic fulcrum of the work that he is doing, even as an engineer. So I think it can open up many, many, many possibilities. And that's why I am so excited by this partnership. I cannot even thank you enough for it.
Well, the honor, I think, is ours. And I can see that it could be life-changing for our students to become involved with you. So it's a win-win, I hope, on both sides. And we just hope and pray that we will find ourselves in a situation where people can travel and can come together shortly. But just a final question for me really is, how has this impacted on you and on your work schedules and on projects in Bollywood and also all of your international activities?
I think I'll let Javed answer that question first. But let me tell you, it's the first time we've been married for 36 odd years, and it's the first time we've ever spent so much time together. And we have discovered, mercifully, that we rather enjoy each other's company. So that's a good realization that we have had. But Javed can tell you more about it.
Well, as a matter of fact, Shabana should have told you that she has certain problems, and she's supposed to shoot in Budapest, Hungary. And now, because of these problems, she needs so many clearances, so many, there are hardly any air flights available, and so on and so forth. So things which were taken for granted have become a kind of almost an illusion or impossibility. But during these days, I think one has learned and come to many conclusions. One which is strange, that suppose we call it war on corona, war with corona, war with a virus, which has become almost an impossibility and such a difficult task that all we are hoping is for a vaccine. But the fact is that if this would have been a war between two nations, all of them were very well equipped and they were ready for any war. This is the only war they were not equipped at all. I mean, you can see, leave aside countries which are, say, developing. Let's look at the developed countries. I mean, they are prepared for any kind of war, except for war with a virus. And suddenly they are looking so unarmed, so helpless, so lost. So that tells us what are our priorities, what is important to us and what is not. Look at the budgets of the country, what kind of money they spend on health and what kind of money they have preparing for an imaginary war which may never happen again. Because there is such balance of nuclear power that perhaps it will never happen. But they are spending trillions of dollars on that. But they don't have budget for health. In the biggest countries of the world, health is a problem. And the budget for health is a problem, which is rather embarrassing. Another thing, as I was quoted, that I said that we, all of us are not leaders, all of us are not presidents and prime ministers, that we can look after the whole nation. But as citizens of any country, members of any society, we can at least do something in our own environment. I must tell you, although I'm feeling embarrassed because it's so humble and so small, I happen to be the chairman of IPRS, it is Indian Performing Rights Society, the government recognized society that collects royalty for the authors and composers from all over the world and distributes them 15% cut for the running of the institution of the organization, and then the money is divided. Now, obviously, all writers, all composers are not in a very cushy situation. There are some people who are out of job or maybe struggling to find a place in the music industry and so on. And at this hour, as a matter of fact, when everything is standing still, there was no chance that they will get some work. In normal condition, it was difficult for them. So where would they find some job and from where they will get their next meal? So there are almost 4,000 members who were in not so comfortable economic situation. And on the other hand, there was a collection of royalty which has come for the most successful writers, most successful authors, and all of us, the board of this society, decided that we will collect royalties later, but we have to look after our colleagues who are 4,000, more or less 4,000, through this calamity. So we decided to give them money, which is not a part of their royalty, but this is something that we thought that morally we have to stand by them and support them. So we are looking after all the composers and writers who are in a vulnerable situation. Then we found out that there are many who are composers and writers, but unfortunately they have not become the member of the society. So we decided that, I mean, this is not the time to say these are members and these are not our members. So we invited them also, and whoever has sent the detail, their biodata or their address or their bank account and so on. So we are helping them also. But it's so small, it's a tiny drop in the ocean that talking about it is slightly embarrassing. The fact is that another thing which has dawned upon me, and I'm sure many of us, that we don't have very healthy relation with the nature of the environment. We are abusing it constantly. And someday it had to happen. It has happened earlier also when we cross certain lines. So if it passes away, it will. I mean, although at the moment, I mean, it's so very easy to criticize the governments and criticize the states, but as a matter of fact, they are, let's be objective about it, they are in a no-win situation. You see, it is like the virus is telling them, head I win, tail you lose. Because if there is quarantine, if they do shutdowns, lockdowns, then the economy starts going down the drain. So then they get panicky. That is also a reality. So then they open it up. And it is happening in Europe, it is happening in Latin America, it is happening everywhere. The moment they open it, again the virus starts gaining the strength and number. So, I mean, it's in a way, it's a no-win situation till you and Oxford together don't find the vaccine. It has to be discovered. That can only be the reasonable end of this episode. But meanwhile, we will keep on shifting on one foot or another. This will keep on happening. And we have to learn to live with it. And at the same time, when it passes away, we should not go back to our
way of living.
Way of living. That has to be changed, and we have to be more sensitive about the hygiene, about the civic hygiene, about the greenery, about the deforestation, about the rivers, about the water level underground, and so on and so forth. There's so many things. And eating habits. We have started eating so many things and so many animals that we are not supposed to eat. I mean, this has become some kind of a high that you eat something which was never eaten before. So all these things have to find some kind of a balance and sobriety. So this is something that I think that we should not forget the moment this problem goes away. This problem will go away. Human race will survive. We will continue, that's for sure. Such things have happened before. But now when technology and science have taken such leaps and bounds, I think we should not be caught so unprepared. This whole planet was caught unprepared. That's not done.
You know, Jane, but I'd like to say, if I may, that I think there is a lesson learned for everybody, because I think what the COVID-19 pandemic has done has brought very sharply into focus how interconnected we are, how interconnected we are as human beings, how interconnected we are with nature, how dependent we are on each other. So I hope that there will be a new world order after that, a world order that is just, that is equitable, that is in sync with nature, and that makes us curb our greed. I think we must recognize that there is a difference between a want and a need. And I think I personally have realized that I have much more than I need. Whether it's clothes, whether it's shoes, whether it's bags, whether it's anything I fancy, I have much more than I need. And I think it's time to start actively saying that, you know, one has to make life more simple, and one has to be less acquisitive, and one has to give much more to the have-nots. It doesn't suit the world if there is such a sharp divide between the haves and the have-nots. It doesn't suit the world. So when we talk about giving people living in the cities, people living in slums, a decent standard of life, we are not being generous. We are saying that this is the bare minimum. We have to realize that the village and the city are connected with each other. They live off each other. And that's why we have to ensure fair play.
Thank you so much. I completely share your sentiments. And if we can use this crisis to move us all to a better place at the end, it won't make up for the loss of loved ones and lives, but it will at least mean that something positive comes from this. So thank you so much for being in conversation with me again. Maybe we can make this an annual conversation.
It'll be lovely, Jane.
A real pleasure. I'm now going to hand over to Sabu, and we're going to hear some music before we move on to hearing from the CEO of Mijwan Welfare Society. So Sabu ji.
Thank you, Jane ji. Thank you. Shabana ji, Javed ji, what can I say? That was very deeply inspiring, energizing conversation. I think it has been really, I'm feeling so, I don't know, I can't express my feeling, but I've always felt, and to say this very openly, you both are an institution. You are the university, so you are the real professors, because you reflect on art and you know how to connect that to the reality. But let me also share one secret with the rest of the audience. If you may allow, that there was a question that is really asked to Shabana ji about Javed Saab, and Shabana ji said Javed Saab is not romantic. But I will tell you the secret. They are the most romantic couple that I've ever seen. So I think we always want to see you both in this vigor and energy. So once again, thank you ever so much, and please keep the video and microphone switched on. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are now getting into the ice of the cake, which is timeless treasure. This is a golden tribute to Javed Saab, for his outstanding contributions to Indian cinema, poetry, and literature. I think the lyrics that he wrote for Bollywood cinema are not just mesmerizing and captivating, but it really it changed the lives, and it not only entertained people, but also it really give them the value of, because each word that if you really weigh those, I think they are really golden, really golden words, and the contribution is endless. So the list goes on. So to do the honors, may I have the pleasure to welcome Sachin Shankor Mannath. Sachin is a very ardent music educator and performing artist with a wide-ranging expertise in multilingual Indian and Western classical and contemporary music, folk and ghazal. So he loves ghazal. So he has actually performed all around India, UK and Europe, and has been very closely associated with the Academy Award winner, Mr. A.R. Rahman, and as also as a lead vocalist for Rahmanji's Sufi ensemble in from 2010 to 2012, if I'm not mistaken. And his music and background score for Hollywood production Lake of Fire was actually shortlisted for the Best Original Score at the 2018 Oscars Annual Academy Award. And in 2019, he released his debut album, which is called The Guts of Gondwana, in collaboration with the Grammy-nominated artists Manu Delago and James Campbell. His entry as the music composer of mainstream commercial films has already received attention, and he is actually a rising star. He's very reserved. I don't know. Well, Sachin, please allow me. I think you may have really inherited some attributes from Rahmanji. You're also very quiet and very, but what you're doing. So without any formality, may I just hand it over to you? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sabu. First of all, it's really a pleasure and honor to be performing today for such a big stalwart, Javed Saab, and also Shabana ji.
Thank
In
thank
fact, I've met you both a few years back when you came for Oprah Winfrey's reception in Mumbai, where
Yes,
you,
that's
you.
right. Yes,
Okay,
at
okay.
it
Yeah,
was
Padmadas.
yeah.
A.R.
Yes.
Rahman sir in that performance.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you were just like as close as this during that performance.
Yeah, yeah.
So today it's my honor to be performing your songs. It has been a tough task for me to find the right songs because the body of work that you have done is so huge. And also, apart from that, you both have been really inspiring young people on how artists should be contributing to the society. So that's something really that is inspiring me as well. Today, Mr. Ashwin is accompanying me in piano. So he's a student from A.R. Rahman sir's K Music Conservatory. He's a very
Hi,
young.
Ashwin. Namaste, Jeetara.
So I think we should, and also I would like to thank Shabana ji for giving me the opportunity to explore a few poems by Javed Akhtar Saab. And today I'll be presenting one of the poems as a ghazal. Yeah. Can you increase the check? I hope the audio is clear, Dr. Sabu.
Yes, yes, clear. It's very clear. Shabanaji, is it clear to you? And Javed Saab, can you hear?
I think the video is frozen.
It is frozen. Yeah, it's fine. Please continue. I think it's fine.
ये जो देश है तेरा स्वदेश ये जो देश है तेरा, स्वदेश है तेरा, तुझे है पुकारा। ये वो बंधन है जो कभी टूट नहीं सकता। ये जो देश है तेरा, स्वदेश है तेरा। तुझसे जिंदगी है ये कह रही, सब तो पा लिया, अब है क्या कमी। यूं तो सारे सुख है बरस, पर दूर तू है अपने घर से। हाँ लौट चल तू अब दीवाने, वहाँ कोई तो तुझे अपना माने। आवाज दे तुझे बुलाने, वही दे। ये जो देश है तेरा, स्वदेश है तेरा, तुझे है पुकारा। ये वो बंधन है जो कभी टूट नहीं सकता। ये जो देश है तेरा, स्वदेश है तेरा।
That was a terrific start. Thank you, Sachin. Wow, it's brilliant.
Thank you, thank you. I hope the audio is fine.
Audio is very clear. Please
Okay.
continue.
Thank you, thank you. So the next song is from the movie Kal Ho Na Ho. I think it's a favorite song for most of the people in India. हर घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी, छाँव है कभी कभी है धूप जिंदगी। हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो, जो है समा कल हो न हो। हर घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी, छाँव है कभी कभी है धूप जिंदगी। हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो, जो है समा कल हो न हो। चाहे जो तुम्हें पूरे दिल से मिलता है वो मुश्किल से, ऐसा जो कोई कहीं है, बस वो ही सब से हंसी है। उस हाथ को तुम थाम लो, वो मेहरबान कल हो न हो। Ma 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 ga ga ma ga ga ma ga ma ga pa pa ba 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 ma ba da ni da ba da ma ba ga sa ga ma ba da ba ma ga ma pa ni da ba da ma ba ga ma ba 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 ma ba ba ma ba ma ba da da ba ma ba ga sa ba ma ba ga ma pa da ni da sa da 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 ni da pa da ma pa da ma. हो पलकों के लेके साए पास कोई जो आए लाख संभालो पागल दिल को दिल धड़के ही जाए पर सोच लो किस पल है जो वो दास्तां कल हो न हो हर घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी छाँव है कभी कभी है धूप जिंदगी हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो जो है समा कल हो न हो.
Wow, Sachin, that's brilliant. Excellent.
Thank you.
We have several requests coming through, but I think I'll let you continue for a while, and
Okay.
then I will also invite Javed Saab and Shabana ji to really, give their reflections. Please continue.
Yeah. So the next song is, I think it's one of Shabana ji's favorite songs. Ek ladki ko dekha to. Yeah. So that's by the legendary R.D. Burman Saab. Is the audio clear? I'm just checking.
So Shabana ji, ma'am, please unmute, and you may interact with Sachin.
But they won't see that we can hear.
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Oh, really? Okay.
We can't see you.
It's a blank screen.
Oh, okay.
I think it could be the probably, I don't know, technical issue. Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly, it's not a musical issue, but
we can see you. We can see you very well. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next one. हो एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा जैसे खिलता गुलाब जैसे शायर का ख्वाब जैसे उजली किरण जैसे बन में हिरन जैसे चांदनी रात जैसे नरमी की बात जैसे मंदिर में हो एक जलता दिया एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा एक ऐसा लगा, एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा, जैसे सुबह का रूप, जैसे सर्दी की धूप, जैसे वीणा की तान, जैसे रंगों की जान, जैसे बल खाए खेल, जैसे लहरों का खेल, जैसे खुशबू लिए आए ठंडी हवा, एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा. Thank you.
Super.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Wish we could see you.
Yeah,
Hear you.
Javed Saab, probably on the mobile phone there is actually a small button called gallery. I think, I don't know, underneath you can see a video. I think if you could, it should really work. Maybe.
Video ऊपर होगा. Oh. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So I think Sachinji, after this, I think we'll just invite our esteemed colleague Vinodji actually to share some of his experience regarding Mijwan.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay. So because of time constraints, I'm not singing all the songs full in length. The next one is from a very huge hit film, Om Shanti Om. The song is Aankhon Mein Teri. आंखों में तेरी अजब सी अदाएं हैं, आंखों में तेरी अजब सी अदाएं हैं, दिल को बना दे जो पतंग सांसें ये तेरी वो हवाएं हैं, दिल को बना दे जो पतंग सांसें ये तेरी वो हवाएं हैं, आंखों में तेरी अजब सी अदाएं हैं. आई ऐसे रात है जो बहुत खुश नसीब है, चाहे जिसे दूर से दुनिया वो मेरे करीब है. कितना कुछ कहना है फिर भी है दिल में सवाल कहीं, सपनों में जो रोज कहा है वो फिर से कहूँ या नहीं, आंखों में तेरी अजब सी अदाएं हैं, ओ आंखों में तेरी अजब सी अदाएं हैं, दिल को बनाते जो पतंग सांसें ये तेरी वो हवाएं हैं.
Wow, Sachin. Very good, Sachin. Javed Saab, I mean, do you want to just say a few words about this? I think, I don't know, well, is this a time for you to really comment on something?
I think Javed should tell us how he wrote the song Ek Ladki Ko Dekha to Aisa Laga. I'd like to know that how did he decide just to use so many similes and make a song?
Yes, please, Javed Saab. I think we know that, well, you have looked at Shabana ji and wrote the song, but please share this.
अभी सारी दुनिया को पता चल जाएगा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं, असलियत पता चल जाएगी.
नहीं जी, please.
And the inspiration behind this song is rather unromantic. what happened that when there was a narration of the script by Vidya Chopra in R.D. Burman's music room, all of us were there, the whole cast and crew and so on. So I suggested there was no situation for this particular song, and there was no song in this situation. But I suggested that I feel as a songwriter that there can be a very good song at this point. They said, Bob, what are you talking about? I mean, the boy and the girl have not met. The boy has just seen a glimpse of the girl in the bus, on the bus window. And then he's looking for her. Then when he'll meet her, and then when there will be some interaction between them, then we'll put a song. How can we have a song here when there is no connect between them? So I said, but my instinct says that a very good song can come here. So since I insisted, they said, all right, so let's meet on next Wednesday and you bring the song. We will not give you any tune because I hope you know that most of these songs are written to the tune for a situation. But since it was not their situation, there was no tune also. So they said, you write the song, and if we like it, we'll keep it. And if you think that it will enhance the situation. So I said 100%, and you will have a very good song in this situation, and so on. And I came back and forgot about it. And when you say that we'll meet on Wednesday, Wednesday comes. So it did. And I was given a call that you have to reach the music room at 4 because everybody is coming and to listen to a song that you have written. I had not written a word because I had totally forgotten about it. So when I was going in my car, I was highly embarrassed and tense that everybody is coming there hoping that I will take out a rabbit from the hat. So what I'm going to say there? And then an idea came that how to get out of this embarrassing situation. So I went to them and I said, listen, I've been thinking very seriously and I have come to a conclusion. It's a brilliant idea, if you understand. You see the first line will be, Ek ladki ko dekha to aisa laga. And then the whole song will only have similes. Nothing else. If you like the idea, I'll write it. So I was just gaining time and getting out of the So RD said it's a very good idea. Why don't you do one thing? You sit here and write the first antra. The first stanza, right here, then let's see. So thankfully I can write rather quickly, and particularly when I'm in a tight corner or I am trying to make the deadline and my mind starts working. So I wrote the first stanza and I gave it to him. Look at the genius. He wrote it down and without a pause, he started singing. The moment he wrote the stanza. Wow. So, and he sang the way today we hear the song. They're the same tune. Which he did not take a minute, not 60 seconds.
Brilliant.
Wow.
He just
Brilliant.
wrote and started singing.
Right.
And then he said, you give me 2 more stanzas like that will be enough. And then I wrote 2 stanzas at my own convenience. So this song was written because of the deadline, because of tremendous embarrassment, and a desperate attempt to get out of the tight corner. So these are my
wow. And that turned out to be one of the biggest ever hits in the in Indian cinema. My goodness.
Yeah.
Javed Saab, I think that's amazing. So I think before we invite, thank you, Javedji. I think before we invite Vinodji, I think Sachin has actually tried to compose one of your brilliant poems that's written. I think it's very deep, and I'll invite Sachin to really do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Nizare pagare re, nizada ni re sa pa pa Padani da 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 sa ni 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 sa pa ni da ma ga pa मैं खुद भी सोचता हूँ ये क्या मेरा हाल है मैं खुद भी सोचता हूँ ये क्या मेरा हाल है जिसका जवाब चाहिए वो क्या सवाल है मैं खुद भी सोचता हूँ ये क्या मेरा हाल है घर से चला तो दिल के सिवा पास कुछ न था घर से चला तो दिल घर से चला तो दिल के सिवा पास कुछ न था क्या मुझसे खो गया है मुझे क्या मलाल है क्या मुझसे खो गया है मुझे क्या मलाल है जिसका जवाब चाहिए वो क्या सवाल है मैं खुद भी सोचता हूँ ये क्या मेरा हाल है आसूदगी से ढाल के सभी दाग धुल गए आसूदगी से डाल के सभी दाग धुल गए लेकिन वो कैसे जाए जो शीशे में बाल है लेकिन वो कैसे जाए जो शीशे में बाल है जिसका जवाब चाहिए वो क्या सवाल है मैं खुद भी सोचता हूँ ये क्या मेरा हाल है मैं खुद भी सोचता हूँ ये क्या मेरा हाल है
Very nice, very nice.
Wow.
Absolutely stunning. So, may I just, I mean, take, I think maybe, Sachin, I think you can take
Yes,
1 or 2
yes.
minutes break. I think I'll just invite Vinodji. Vinodji, I hope you're there. And if you're there, please join us and please share your, reflections on the Mijwa's wonderful work.
So, Mijwan, namaskar to everyone.
Namaskar ji. Namaskar.
Am I audible?
You are audible, very clear. Thank you.
Okay. So first of all, thanks, Sabu ji. Namaskar, Shabana ji. Namaskar, Javed Saab. And namaskar to everyone. So let me start what Shabana ji was sharing, that we reached 112,500 people. Imagine that this number is in 100 days. And this number is not in one state, but in 5 states. Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, Delhi, and Maharashtra, and almost 202 villages. Sometimes when we get into these numbers, we think, okay, this is just a number. But also think about, this is a COVID-19 situation where most of us, like, we get news and we get a lot of campaign to be inside home. So to reach to this 112,500 people, it's a Mijwan Welfare Society team who was actually working outside, putting their life in a risk, but with a one purpose: to serve community, to serve the people who are suffering in this COVID-19 situation. And if you have noticed about Mijwa, one thing very interesting, that this organization name is on the name of a village. We have seen many organizations, either on the name of the founder or either on the name of something, but this is on the name of a village. So what actually it indicates, that it's all about village, it's all about the community, it's all about the community development. And that's where actually, and that's how we are able to do this amount of work in last 100 days. But the most important thing about Mezwa is that we work as a one team. I think the love, the affection, the coordination, the preparation, the enthusiasm, the happiness that we get in doing work, and the visionary leadership and the guidance by Shabana ji, I think that makes our work easier. And we don't feel even like tired. Huh? Like even after doing this much of work, I or none of my team members ever said that we are tired. Even they are saying we are able to do much more of it. So that's the spirit of Mijwa. Now coming to like what Shabana ji was sharing about the long term, we are fighting with an invisible enemy in the form of coronavirus, and we have no deadline that when this will end up. In 1 week, in 1 month, in 1 year, or we don't know. We don't have any idea when this will actually end up. So we need to work on long-term plans. We can distribute ration to migrants for a few days, for a few months, but how long? So ultimate solution will be to give them some work, connect them with some government schemes so that they get some work, they get some livelihood options, and then they can sustain their life. So then we came out with this concept of Rozgar Dhaba. This is something very interesting concept. And like in cities, we all have this LinkedIn and different other websites and platforms where we go and just click, and then we get a lot of information about different job opportunities and other things. But think about a village. It's not like that. In villages, we don't have opportunities or work options. But what happens in villages, there is no such platform where people will get this information. Government has more than hundreds of schemes, but in villages where people will get the information about these 100 schemes, not a single platform is there. I am a farmer from A village and I want to sell something, and there's another farmer from B village wants to buy something. Where is the platform to exchange this agricultural produce? No platform. So what we are doing right now through Rozgar Dhaba, we have created a platform in a village, a physical platform in a village, where we list out job seekers. Right now, there are a lot of migrant workers are in villages. They have returned from Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Delhi, Haryana, and other places also. and most of them are having a good skill. So we have listed these skilled people and unskilled people, the job seekers. On the other side, we have also collected data and information about the jobs, locally available jobs. Now you must be wondering what kind of locally available jobs will be there. In villages also you need electrician. In villages also you need mechanics. In villages also you need mobile repair people. In villages also you need tutor, accountant. In villages also you need farm wage laborers. In villages also you need labor work. There are a lot of work is available in villages. So we have listed these works and we have listed the job seekers and the job providers, and then we match it. That's what we are doing. So that's a one thing. Other thing is that we have a list of all the government schemes and we have the list of the people who want the benefits. We help them in getting benefits. One of the reason is in 2020, everything is digitalized. Though a good number of people having a smartphone, but not necessarily everyone knows how to get a benefit of a government scheme by using a smartphone. So we play a role of an assistant, a guide, and we help them in getting these. For example, many people are eligible for getting a ration card, but they don't know how to apply for ration card. Many people have error in their name or other things in their Aadhaar card, but they don't know how to correct it. Many people, they need for ration card or some other things, their domicile or the caste certificates, but they don't know how to and from where to get it. So Rozgar Dhaba helps these people to get these documents also. It actually assists them. So this is how the Rozgar Dhaba works. So one side is a job seeker, another side is a job provider.
It's a real major.
Yeah. So Vinodji, I think it got really. I think there is some kind of transmission issue. It could be the bandwidth. Can you hear us, Vinodji? Yeah, perhaps I think maybe you may want to really switch off your video. That might help probably sometimes, because we are all experimenting new technology. Yeah. Yeah. Right. I think so. Perhaps I think we can continue because it seems that the connection is lost. But I think one thing just to really echo what Vinodji was mentioning, Shabana ji, is that, well, it's a product of vision and action, isn't it? I think you have that vision and you need people like Vinodji and the team and Namrata, for instance, Namrata Goyal, I mean, who's here with us. So this is absolutely an amazing journey and we do hope. Oh, sorry. I think Vinodji, can you hear us?
I can hear.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please continue. Yeah.
I think there's a connectivity issue.
So I think, yeah. Shabana, you want to just, you may please reflect on that. Yeah.
The good point is, I think that in the short time that was given to him, Vinod has managed to capture very clearly what the Rozgar Dhaba is and why I call information empowerment. And to me, at this moment, this is the most important of all services that we can give, because when you see the exodus of people from the cities who've left and have come back to the villages, are finding that they are between the devil and the deep blue sea, because they have come back to the villages because they need to be with their families. But what is the means of livelihood and how are they going to continue? And when is the city going to want them back? When will they be able to do it? So information is vital, and particularly connecting them that with government schemes that are for them. but never reach them because they don't know how to access them. And so that's why I think the Rozgar Dhaba is very important and something in which I think the university and we can collaborate with uh, well.
Absolutely, Shabanaji. Absolutely. I think, and also there seems to be a lot of interest from various stakeholders, including, I think this morning we had a meeting with Invest India and the government of Kerala. And they are very keen to really, because made in Mijwa as a product, I think that should really go out. And there is quite a lot of, I think, which is also echoed in your, in your kind of in the ethos of Mijwa Welfare Society is the self-reliance. And I think, and empowerment.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
really self-reliance, which has been the goal of my father, Kaifi Azmi. And also, one thing that I want to say about my team, because I am so overwhelmed with the selflessness with which they have done this work, that I feel somehow my father's spirit has entered them, because my father had said, प्यार का जश्न नई तरह
Yes.
मनाना होगा, गम किसी दिल में सही, गम को मिटाना होगा. And I really think that's the spirit with which my Mijwan team is working.
Right. Thank you, Shabanaji. And we are really, as Jane was mentioning, we are hugely honored to be part of this. And I think there is also the research that comes out of it, which will really enable these experiences, these best practices to be shared widely with academic credibility and peer review. So we do hope that the Mijwa model is translated to the rest of the nation and also elsewhere. We have today, I think, despite some technical glitches, we have a big representation of colleagues from all around the world, from the US, from Sri Lanka, from Bangladesh,
From Stockholm.
from
Yes.
Stockholm. That's right. Yes. So it's really wide ranging. So I think, well, without I don't want to really. I think, well, Sachin is really here. Is ready to really give a few other magical numbers. And in fact, Javed Saab, I think there are lots of requests that we are receiving. I think we don't want to. I think because it seems that the day, sorry, the evening is going to be endless. But we will have to really manage this. So, with your permission, I think we have really a request from. I think it's from Faiza Tabassum. Faiza ji, I think, has actually asked for your award-winning song, Sandesh. Sorry, from Border. So I think maybe Sachin, you can, if you can actually, that would be helpful. Thank you.
I'll sing a few lines.
Thank you. Please.
संधे से आते हैं, हमें तड़पाते हैं, वो चिट्ठी आती है तो पूछे जाती है, ये घर कब आओगे, ये घर कब आओगे, लिखो कब आओगे, कि तुम बिन ये घर सोना सोना है.
Wow.
बहुत खूब.
Wow, thank you.
बहुत खूब.
Please continue, Sachin.
Okay. Shall I go on to another song that we have already planned?
Yes, please do. Please do.
Okay. Next one is actually my personal favorite. I think it's a great composition.
I love it. I love it.
धीमी धीमी बीनी बीनी खुशबू है तेरा बदन, सुलगे महके पिघले दहके, क्यों ना बहके मेरा मन, सुलगे महके पिघले दहके, क्यों ना बहके मेरा मन. जो चली हवा कि नशा हुआ कि समा भी जैसे मेरा धूप है कि ये धूप है, खुले बाल है कि है बदलियां, तू जो पास है मुझे प्यास है, तेरे जिस्म का एहसास है, तू जो पास है मुझे प्यास है, तेरे जिस्म का एहसास है, तू जो पास है मुझे प्यास है, धीमी धीमी बिनी बिनी खुशबू है तेरा बदन, सांस भी जैसे रुक सी जाती है, तू जो पास आए तो आँख झुकाती है, दिल की धड़कन भी मेरे सीने में लड़खड़ाती है, ये तेरा तन बदन कैसी है ये अगन, ठंडक है जिसमें तू आग है, बल खाती है जो तू लहराती है जो तू, लगता है ये बदन एक राग है, जो चली हवा के नशा हुआ, के समा भी जैसे धुआं धुआं, मेरा धूप है कि धूप है, खुले बाल है कि है बदलियां, तू जो पास है मुझे प्यास है, तेरे जिस्म का एहसास है, तू जो पास है मुझे प्यास है, तेरे जिस्म का एहसास है, तू जो पास है मुझे प्यास है,
क्या बात, वाह वाह
Wow,
वाह, बहुत खूब, बहुत खूब.
brilliant. Yeah.
Thank you. So the next one, it's also another hit song. I think I shouldn't talk much. Let's move on. Gama bani ni ni sa, gama pada sa dani dani dani, ni da da pa pa da ma. Gama bani ni sa, gama pada sa dani, ni da ni da ni da ni pa da ma pa gama pada ni da ni pa ma. मितवा जीवन नगर में, प्रेम नगर में, जीवन नगर में, प्रेम नगर में, आया नजर में जब से कोई है, तू सोचता है, तू पूछता है, जिसकी कमी थी क्या ये वही है, हाँ ये वही है, हाँ ये वही है, तू एक प्यासा और ये नदी है, काहे नहीं इसको तू खुल के बताए, जो है कहीं, जो है सुनी, वो बात क्या है बता, मितवा कहे धड़कने तुझसे क्या, मितवा ये खुद से तो ना तू छुपा हो, मेरे मन ये बता दे तू किस ओर चला है तू, क्या पाया नहीं तूने, क्या ढूंढ रहा है तू, मितवा 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 मितवा।
Wow.
बहुत खूब,
God,
बहुत खूब, बहुत खूब, जीते रहो।
Thank you. I think this is also one of my favorite songs. जगमगाते हैं चिलमिलाते हैं अपने रास्ते, ये खुशी रहे रोशनी रहे अपने वास्ते, जगमगाते हैं चिलमिलाते हैं अपने वास्ते, ये खुशी रहे रोशनी रहे अपने वास्ते। दिल चाहता है कभी न बीते चमकीले दिन, दिल चाहता है हम न रहे कभी यारों के बिन, दिन दिन भर हो प्यारी बातें, झूमे शामें गाए रातें, मस्ती मेरे डूबा डूबा हमेशा समा, हमको राहों में यूं ही मिलते रही खुशियाँ। दिल चाहता है हम न रहे कभी यारों के बिन, दिल चाहता है कभी न बीते चमकीले दिन, जगमगाते हैं चिलमिलाते हैं अपने रास्ते, ये खुशी रहे रोशनी रहे अपने वास्ते। ओ हो 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 दिल चाहता है।
Wow, that's brilliant. I think so. We have a comment from Gayatri Abhay Vikrama, who is actually from Sri Lanka. So she's a huge fan of Farhan Akhtar, and we love that film. I think Dil Chahta Hai will remain forever. It's an evergreen movie. Well, like Pyasa, we talk about Pyasa, so it has got a substance, and I think Dil Chahta Hai is undoubtedly, it belongs to that category. So Javed Saab, please convey our, well wishes and also, our greetings to Farhan. Thank you. Thank you.
Next one is a tribute to Shabana ji. It's a movie
Yes.
that you have acted.
There was actually a question from, again, that whether we have, is there any song that Javed ji has composed and Shabana ji acted? I said many, but yes, please.
So this is a song from the movie Saas. Yeah. This is also such a beautiful song. in the rag Gorak Kalyan. It's a very beautiful.
तो कई बार
धनी सरे मारे रे मारे रे नी सा सरे मारे नी सा रे मधा धनी दा मारे नीद सारे नीद if I'm not wrong, is this composed by Ustad Zakir Hussain Saab? I think so. Yeah. फिर भोर भई जागा मधुबन फिर भोर भई जागा मधुबन फिर महकी हवा फिर महकी हवा फिर महकी हवा फिर महकी हवा भूलों से मिली फिर कोई किरण फिर भोर भई जागा मधुबन फिर मौसम रस छलकाने लगा मौसम रस छलकाने लगा फिर कलियों में रंग आने लगा फिर कोई नदी बल खाने लगी फिर कोयल मन में गाने लगी फिर गूंजा मेरे मन का आंगन फिर भोर भई जागा मधुबन फिर भोर भई जागा मधुबन
बहुत खूब बहुत खूब
Very nice.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया याद दिलाने का मैं तो तकरीबन भूल ही गया था ये गाना वो बाकी गाने याद थे पिक्चर के ये मैं कहीं दिमाग से निकल गया बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया
जावेद साहब ये तो टाइमलेस ट्रेशर्स है ना ये बिल्कुल ट्रेशर है and I think one thing I don't know how many people know that Shabana ji is also a great singer and you gave life to that song on the movie SARS but also I think we know that you are a great singer
I have been telling us so many times that you say yes and we'll make an album together. But I don't know why she's so reluctant about it.
We'll do that. I mean, this morning, Shabana ji.
That'll be the next Mijwan fundraiser.
Absolutely, we'll do that because, you know, this morning I had a meeting. So we had meeting with Netflix India and you know, I did invite them. So they are probably in the audience. I think it's I need to Ambika Khurana ji. I mean, she's the director. She's probably there in the audience. But I think we will need to really think about these innovative ideas. No, yes, absolutely.
Innovation. Thank you.
Sachin, back to you, Sachin, for another few minutes. So we've got 10-15 minutes maximum, and then we'll wind up because otherwise I think it'll, but it can be never ending. Like, it can go on forever, but we need to respect the time. Yeah.
Next one is a song from the movie Lagan, composed by my mentor.
Oh, it has got a story as well. I think Javed ji will reflect on it after this.
Okay. और छोरी और छोरी मान भी ले बात मोरी, मैंने प्यार तुझी से है किया, हो तेरे बिन में जिया तो क्या जिया, तेरे बिन में जिया तो क्या जिया, हो तेरे नैनों में कुछ काजल है, सपनों का बादल है, मन तेरे ही कारण पागल है, ओ गोरिया और छोरी दिल से निकले बोल मोरे, मैंने प्यार तुझी से है किया, हो मैंने तुझको ही माना है पिया, हो तूने कहा जिए हाँ चल है, मन में एक हलचल है, मैं न भूलूंगी ये वो पल है, सावरिया मोरे मन में थी जो बात छुपी आई है जबान पर, मोरे दिल में कहीं एक तीर जो था आया है कमान पर, सुन सुन ले सजन रहे जन्म जन्म हम प्रेम नगर के पासी, हमें थामे हाथ रहे साथ साथ कभी दूर हो न रजना, चलो मैं संग संग तेरी राह में बस तेरी चाह में, और छोरी मान भी ले बात मोरी, मैंने प्यार तुझी से है किया, हो तेरे बिन जिया तो क्या जिया, हो तेरे नैनों में कुछ काजल है, सपनों का बादल है, मन तेरे ही कारण पागल है, ओ गोरिया
बहुत
Wow.
वाह.
Thank you.
So Javed ji, I think this song was written. I think there's a story behind this song, correct? Javed? I may be wrong, but I'm just asking. I mean,
I can't remember, but I suppose there is a story behind every song.
yes, but this was actually, you wrote this. I think in a desert area when Lagan was shooting. I mean, is that right?
That's right. That's right.
Right.
It was. But as a matter of fact, in our country and in our society, in thousands of years, there is a song after every story.
Yes.
There may not be a story after a song, behind a song, but there is a song behind every story. We narrate stories. It's a very old tradition of India. Any saga, any story, any tale is not complete in our tradition without songs. We tell our stories with songs, whether it is Ram Leela, it's Krishna Leela, whether it is Nautanki, Jatra, then there was Urdu Parsi theatre before the emergence of talkie. The first talkie film in India was made in 1933. That was called, the title was Alamara. And the very first film, talkie film of India, had 50 songs.
My
50. 50.
My God.
So it means there was never any confusion. That we need songs to tell our stories.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you, Javed Saab. So Sachin, I think well, the last two songs, if that's okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Singing this song from Swadesh. I think this is also Shabana ji's favorite.
Yes, absolutely.
ये तारा वो तारा हर तारा, ये तारा वो तारा हर तारा, देखो जिसे भी लगे प्यारा, ये तारा वो तारा हर तारा, ये सब साथ में जो है रात में तो जगमगाया आसमान सारा, ये सब साथ में जो है रात में जो जगमगाया आसमान सारा, जगमग तारे दो तारे नौ तारे सौ तारे जगमग सारे, हर तारा है शरारा, ये तारा वो तारा हर तारा, ये तारा वो तारा हर तारा, तुमने देखी है धनक तो बोलो रंग कितने हैं, सात रंग कहने को फिर भी संग कितने हैं, समझो सबसे पहले तो रंग होते अकेले तो इंद्रधनुष बनता ही नहीं, एक न हम हो पाए तो अन्याय से लड़ने को होगी कोई जनता ही नहीं, फिर न कहना निर्बल है क्यों हारा, हारा तारा, ये तारा वो तारा हर तारा, ये तारा वो तारा हर तारा, देखो जिसे भी लगे प्यारा, देखो जिसे भी लगे प्यारा, ये सब साथ में जो है रात में तो जगमगाया आसमान तारा, जगमग तारे दो तारे नौ तारे सौ तारे जगमग सारे, हर सारा है शरारा, बूंद बूंद मिलने से बनता एक दरिया है, बूंद बूंद सागर है, वरना ये सागर क्या है, समझो इस पहेली को, बूंद हो अकेली तो एक बूंद जैसे कुछ भी नहीं, हम औरों को छोड़े तो मूसा से भी मोड़े तो तन्हा रह न जाए, देखो हम कहीं क्यों बने मिलके हम धारा, हारा तारा, ये तारा वो तारा हर तारा, ये तारा वो तारा हर तारा, ये सब साथ में जो है रात में तो जगमगाया आसमान तारा, जगमग तारे दो तारे नौ तारे सौ तारे जगमग सारे, हर सारा है शरारा।
Wow.
Dr. Sabu, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Please.
Are we doing one more song?
Yeah, sure. And that let's end this beautiful event with another nice song. Thank you.
Would you like to have a ghazal to end with?
No. Film song.
Film song.
घर से निकलते ही कुछ दूर चलते ही रास्ते में है उसका घर। कल सुबह देखा तो बाल बनाती वो खिड़की में आई नजर। घर से निकलते ही मासूम चेहरा नीची निगाहें भोली सी लड़की भोली अदाएं ना अप्सरा है ना वो परी है लेकिन ये उसकी जादूगरी है। दीवाना कर दे वो एक रंग भर दे वो शर्मा के देखे जिधर। घर से निकलते ही करता हूँ उसके घर के में फेरे हंसने लगे हैं अब दोस्त मेरे। सच कह रहा हूँ उसकी कसम है मैं फिर भी खुश हूँ बस एक गम है। जिसे प्यार करता हूँ मैं जिस पे मरता हूँ उसको नहीं है खबर। घर से निकलते कुछ दूर चलते रास्ते में है उसका घर। कल सुबह देखा तो बाल बनाती वो खिड़की में आई नजर। घर से निकलते ही।
Wow.
Thank you.
Wonderful. I think we have non-ending requests and to all of to everyone who is here. And if you have really made your comments, please forgive us. We can't really take all of those, but we do hope that we will join. We'll be able to really meet all of us together here in Southampton or in India at some point in time. And Shabana ji also, Javed ji, your proposal of an album was really welcomed by a lot of people. So there is. I think I've got at least 7 or 8 saying that please. I think you must declare that today. But
Inshallah.
inshallah, inshallah. Thank you. And you may want to really
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
And thank you for all the people on board. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, just so we have really come to the end of the program. So, but before that, Javed ji and Shabana ji, I think we would like to really actually have a little final, discussion. I think in the, so you'll be routed back to the green room. Let's say that for a minute, if that's okay. But may I just, without any formalities, let me thank you, Shabana ji and Javed Saab, I think, for making this happen, and Sachin, I think, for beautifully rendering, to those lyrics that written by Javed Saab, and that's really, I think,
For this
you.
opportunity, I would like to thank University of Southampton, Mijwan.
Thank you very much. Honored.
Thank you, sir.
And you sang
Thank
so
you.
well.
Thank you. And we want to really see, more of these wonderful lyrics, songs coming from Javed Saab, because that'll keep us and the next generation energetic and enthused and inspired. And I also would like to really thank Vinodji, actually, because he was really messaging me that, well, it's very hard actually sometimes to really get good signal, network signal in Mijwa. So, but he's really dedicated, his I think, work there. So, Vinodji, a heartfelt thanks to you, and also to Namrata and Ananya. I think you are really part of our big family, and and then we would definitely like to really acknowledge your efforts and appreciation. Right. So, and may I also take this opportunity to thank our colleague Ramachandran, Professor Ramachandran, GRD at GRD Institute of Management and GRD College of Science in Coimbatore, who's really done remarkable work in terms of promoting entrepreneurship, rural entrepreneurship. So, in fact, the internship. So, in fact, the internship. Oh, well, I think we have some interference. But anyway, so, well, in terms of our virtual student internship, paired internship, I think we will have students from GRD as well as other institutions in India and Southampton. So I think this is something that we really look forward to. And finally, I would like to really thank many people, particularly India Business Group, for actually promoting this widely. And Amarjit ji has been really instrumental behind this. Lord Patel ji, and we have also other distinguished guests who are here. I mean, I don't want to really list everyone's name, but it is really a great pleasure that they have really graced this occasion. But also, I think the other important thing is that I think this sometimes is very important that Javed Saab, I think what you've said, in fact, each one doing their own work and making things happen. We also thought that when we proposed this idea, and when we, and then Shabana ji, you instantly, I think you accepted and this invitation. So we are very grateful to you. And at that time, we thought that, are we really going to make it? Well, with a technology like this. So this is actually, I would say that a proper from prototype to an experiment, and it seems that it has worked very well. I think the songs have come through very well, and the interactions have been. I think it could have been better by having face to face. But finally, I would like to really thank our team who really worked really behind this. That's Joe Hazel. Joe Hazel is actually, she has been here. You've met her when you both came to Southampton last year. But also Alec Jowett for all those technical aspects, looking after the technical aspects, and Jess Hawkins for really making this happen. I might have really missed out some people, but I mean, I'd like to really invite Jane to really say a few words, and then we close this meeting.
Thank you, Sabu. Well, coming through on the chat line is actually that colleagues want to clap and cheer. So I'm just going to say, if everybody wants to go off mute for 1 minute and to just clap.
Fantastic idea. Let's do that.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I just want to say, everyone, have a safe weekend. Keep safe, keep well, and keep happy. Thank you.
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 Thank you, Shabana ji. Thank you.
Thank you very much.